Hello, welcome to this week's Midweek Connection. My name is Todd Jordan, and I serve as senior pastor here at Strawbridge United Methodist Church. I am delighted that you've joined me for our Midweek Connection. We are in the middle of Advent, in between weeks 1 and 2. Advent, as some of you may be aware, are the 4 weeks of preparation leading up to Christmas. And one of our lectionary readings for this season is from Jeremiah 33, verses 14 through 16. In that he says, "The days are surely coming, says the Lord, when I will fulfill the promise I made to the house of Israel and the house of Judah. In those days and at that time, I will cause a righteous branch to spring up for David, and he shall execute justice and righteousness in the land. In those days, Judah will be saved, and Jerusalem will live in safety. And this is the name by which it will be called: the Lord is our righteousness." Now, when Jeremiah was speaking these words, it was at a time when many of the people from Judah were in exile. Babylon had come in, invaded, taken Jerusalem, and destroyed the temple, and sent a number of its inhabitants into exile into Babylon. And probably the heaviest question of all their many questions that was weighing on them the most was, where is God? What does this mean for us in our relationship with God? Has God forgotten us? Has God turned his back on us? And Jeremiah wants them to hear, no, this is not the case. These are words of hope that God has something good in store. Now, the original hearers of this might have thought in terms specifically of throne, the restoration of the throne, the line of David. But New Testament authors and the New Testament community looked back on this and says, sounds like he's talking about the Messiah, about the coming of Jesus, something far more universal than just the monarchy. And of course, we believe that God's promise is ultimately fulfilled in the birth, the life, the death, and resurrection of Jesus Christ. And so that is much of why we celebrate this season. And so it does beg the question during this season of Advent, which is a time of waiting and expecting and preparation. How are we waiting? How are we expecting? And how are we preparing for this kingdom that is both yet to come and at the same time in our very midst? And so we have a number of things going on in our church this month as we count down the days to Christmas. One of the most important ways that we celebrate and prepare for Christmas is through your generosity. Our mission partners like HAM, Mission Northeast, and Family Promise have all requested this year gift cards from either Walmart or from Target, $20 to $25 gift cards that they can give to parents and families and individuals so that they can have Christmas. And so we need those by this Sunday. So for those of you who have given to that, thank you. For those of you who will, thank you. Also this Sunday, as part of our Journey Home theme for Advent, we want to give away home-baked Christmas cookies. So what we need is for those of you that bake, to bake some Christmas cookies, put them in packages of 3, bring them to the church, and we'll give them away and share them with everybody who's in worship with us this Sunday. Also, this Saturday, December 4th, we're having family fun at Main Event in Humble from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. And so you're invited to join us for that as well. Then in 2 weeks, on December 12th, our choir and orchestra will be presenting their Christmas cantata, and that will be followed later on in the morning by our children's Christmas musical. So both of those on December 12th on Sunday morning. We'll also have the blood mobile in the parking lot. So for those of you that can donate blood, you can do so on that Sunday as well. Then that following Thursday, December 16th at 7 o'clock, we'll have our longest night worship. We know that for many, the holidays can be difficult, and we want an opportunity to reflect on that and give you an opportunity to do so as well. And so, December 16th at 7 p.m., join us for our longest night worship. On December 19th, Sunday morning, we'll have our gingerbread house decorating contest. So if you can decorate a gingerbread house, bring it and enter it in as part of the fun. And then finally, on December 24th, Christmas Eve, we will have worship services at 5, 7, and 11 p.m. And of course, at 5 and 7, we will have our pizza delivery. So start saving your tips for that. Thank you for all the ways that you are waiting, expecting, and preparing for not only Christmas, where we celebrate Jesus' birth, but for the kingdom work that Jesus' birth, life, death, and resurrection invite us all to be a part of. Thank you. May God bless you. And I look forward to seeing you Sunday.